How's everyone doing tonight? It is Friday night, and I feel all right. How's everyone doing? Stream Elements bot is running. We are online. Cameras are on. Stream Elements is bugging out. Refresh cache. Try that again. I have the mic turned on. I got the music turned on. I got my G Fuel. Wrong, it is Saturday. It is Saturday. I said Saturday. I didn't say Friday. Come on, this is the third stream in a row. I should know my days by now. I think, maybe. I don't know. Is it pre-recorded? I don't know. Is it pre-recorded? You really don't know, unless I hold up a newspaper. So how's everyone doing today? It is Saturday night. We're on part 2 of wiring up the Micron. So we've got most of the gantry stuff done, I believe. We're moving on to, what are we moving on to? Oh, the drag chains. We got to put the drag chains together. I got to figure out how these go together. That's going to be fun. We got to stuff the drag chains through. What else? Yesterday. So yesterday, if you caught yesterday's stream with the KP3S, I keep getting it backwards. KP3S. I started a print right at the end of the stream. It didn't finish, obviously, but it did finish eventually. So if you're curious how that print turned out, this is the print that we started on the KP3S at the end of stream yesterday, and it finished today. So here it is. It's the ornate Charizard skull in some Reprinting wine red. Cura 5, some wispies on it. It has wispies on it. But yeah, I printed with no support, and it nailed those overhangs for what this printer is. Pretty good, I would say. So, when we get started, just to let you know, I am printing another print on it. It's actually running right now. We're doing the ornate egg from E3D, that overhang test. This guy, but regular size. So we're going to see how that handles it. That's running right now. Somebody wanted me to run it, so I figured I'd start it right now. We'll let it run while we wire, because, yeah. So, again, we are finishing, well, hopefully finishing the wiring on this. If not, we'll carry on to next week. And, yeah. For less than 200, yeah, for 180 US printer, I can't really complain. But yeah, what else? Yeah. So again, shout out to deepfriedhero.in for providing the kit for this build. And from now until the end of stream, use code bunch of randoms in numbers and letters that's pinned in chat from now until the end of stream for 10% off anything off the DFH store. So no music? Oh, I thought I turned the music on. Music. There we go. Are those white extrusions? Yes, they are powder coated white. So where we left off last week, we have our tool head wired up. This kit comes with a tool head board. I didn't put it in. I'm just wiring it up like a traditional style, basically. And because the manual's not done and I didn't want to figure it out, we're just kind of doing it the easier, simpler way. You know, the tool head board would be simpler. I didn't have the parts printed for it because I'm using a mini stealth burner, which isn't out yet, and it's still being worked on, and it's completely subject to change. So I don't know where anything final is going to be, so I'm just kind of rolling with it stock, basically, for now. So we got most of the gantry wired up. Now we got to run everything, all this, into here. And obviously, we're just not going to, you know, shove it in the hole. We're going to have a nice drag chain. So this kit uses, let me pull it up here, this right here. I don't know what these are called. Micro Panzer chain. So we're going to have to put that together and shove all the wires in that. So that's what we're going to do today. Unfortunately, the manual isn't up to this point, so I don't never put together these. So there's a whole bunch of supports I got to break off. So yeah. So this is going to be fun. Ooh, those supports come off really good. So yeah, I did print extra pieces, so hopefully nothing breaks. We'll see. Printed drag chain. Yeah, I think you can use the regular. Can you use the regular stuff? I think you can. I think I can just use the regular stuff if I really wanted to. But this design is printed. So we're going to go with what's in the design. I will say though, these parts have built-in support, right? And they just like, it comes off so clean. Like, oh my God. And then also, I don't know if there is an official standard for wiring this up yet, or if I'm gonna have to like make my own config. So we shall see. I gotta check that out. No drag chain in the kit? I don't believe so, because this is spec. Yeah, the kit, I'm pretty sure didn't come with drag chain. I didn't really look for drag chain because I printed these all out. Oh no, I dropped myself. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the kit doesn't. Yeah, I don't think the kit has drag chain. It also looks cooler because now you can color match it. I've heard good things about the Panzer chain. And people have told me the Panzer chain is good. So I kind of want to use it. So we'll see. It's all garbage. This is all garbage. So as far as I'm aware, these snap together like this, basically. And then you have these top parts that clip into it. And these are your... Oh, that actually snaps in really good. Yeah. Okay. So, we'll see how it goes. We will see how this goes. Oh, I already broke one. Good thing I printed extras. Hopefully I printed enough. So the plan is, we've got all this wired up. Now, unfortunately, I kind of goofed and I should have printed something to hold these. Because I should have printed some stuff under here, but I can just zip tie for now, and then we'll figure something a little bit more permanent later. Where are my zip ties? You want to come in already, buddy? You want to say hi? Come in. Come on in. Come on. Come on. It's okay. Somebody's early today. Hey. Oh, he's a good boy. How you doing? Did you have a fun day? You have fun playing outside? How you doing? You doing good? Doing good. Doing good? Kisses? Kisses? You're scrutchy. Well, they're doing a bit better. The medicine helping. Okay, I gotta get back to work. Doggo. How is there? His ears are getting better. It's 50-50 in extrusion covers. Yeah. I figured there's some stuff that I can do to kind of make it a wee bit better. But for now, we're just going to go with the old school. We'll just zip tie shit together to hold it for now. When in doubt, zip ties. How is that print coming? It is coming like a print. Go. Show the charts of Nevermore was view. I don't have those charts. Wow. What? What's going on about it? You guys arguing about VOCs? Yes, VOCs are off-gassed by 3D printers, but it's all about levels. So, if you want a good test, go into your kitchen, grab a paper towel, slightly wet it, and then rub the top of your exhaust vent and see all the gunk that's just floating up there. And then compare that to what comes out of your 3D printer. Okay, so how are we going to do this? We're going to loop that up, I think. How much does this come down? How much room do I have here? Let's see here. What board is the best in your opinion? Monster? I've never used the Monster. Oh, that comes down really low. Okay, so obviously not that low, but oh, that's gonna be fun. This is gonna be tight. This is gonna be really tight. Fortunately, the printer is not heavy enough to do that. Oh. I don't know if I goofed putting all these connectors on here, because now I gotta make room for everything. This is gonna be fun. Okay. Knocking over parts. And again, I'm hoping we can get the whole stream out of here. I've had like a throat cold for the past couple days, but my voice is kind of strained already. So hopefully we can get through the stream. We'll open for the best, basically. NH3D Canada, $2. Thank you, appreciate it. Doggo Bucks, you should build a solid gold Voron LTT. Gold would actually probably be horrible to build a 3D printer out of. It's too malleable. Yeah, gold is probably horrible for building 3D printers out of. Okay, so I wonder if you can come out more. Okay, so let's zip tie that there. So titanium Voron? Titanium would work. The problem is I don't have the budget for that. If somebody, you know, if we have any Saudi oil princes in chat who want to spring the bill on that, feel free to, you know, donate, and I'll try and make it happen. but I don't think we have any, unfortunately. So don't think we'll be able to budget for that. So we'll see. What's a budget? Exactly. It's when you actually have to pay for stuff. Joker Nut, hello. Okay, so. And I broke it. And I don't have a spare. Great. I don't think I have a spare for that part. Maybe the printed drag chain wasn't a good idea. Great. Which part was it that I broke? What's this one? Find in browser. Where are you? Gantry angled. Is that the part? Cool. Mesh. Steel binary. Okay. Cool. Angled. Boom. Yay. 2.4300. Discard. Nope. Cancel that one. It's gonna be one of those nights, I got a feeling. Two, just in case. Blue. Slice now. That one. Probe fan, where's bed? Heater bed. Restart. Great. Can't believe I broke that already. So let's see if I can kind of... How long is that going to take to even print? How screwed are we right now? 42 minutes. Great. I hate little parts. I hate little parts because you can only print them so fast. David 5, thank you. Appreciate it. Hi, Ellen Nero. If you could do a precision machine to billet aerospace grade aluminum buzzword memes war on frame for the lulz, would you? Honestly, I would, and then the print would be exactly the bloody same. That's the thing. You're really not going to see too much of a difference in print quality if you go all out, blowing all your money on parts, because at the end of the day, the print can only be so good, right? So 3D printing is heavy into diminishing returns, unfortunately. So even if you spend all the money on all the good part, you're kind of already close to that point. We're already at diminishing returns with existing printers, right? So like with this, if I were to go all out on building super high-tech parts for it, it already prints good. How much better of a benchy can you get? A little bit less ringing, maybe? You might be able to go a little bit faster. For those curious, it's this part here. This is the part the drag chain attaches to, and I snapped it. So unfortunately, we can't put the drag chain in, which means we can't put the wires into the bottom until I fix that. So in the meantime, We gotta wait for a replacement part to print, unfortunately. Which sucks. Time to start drinking. I don't even have liquor in the room right now, unfortunately. We can mount the bed. You know what? We'll mount the bed. We'll mount the bed. That will give us something to do at least. So we can mount the bed. Our LDO kits, still worth it? Time or money? Pick your poison. If you think that spending the extra amount of money on an LDO kit to save time is worth it, go with the LDO kit. If you are fine doing all the wiring by yourself, and rolling the dice and whatnot, on potentially having to replace some parts, but you're saving money, go with the Alley kit. It's your choice. Okay, so on this guy, I did put the magnet on. I did put the bed together. I'm not going to bother epoxying it, but I got to drill some holes. So I know where to cut. Uh, 2.4. Yeah. Like, I could have done that. I could have gone with the printed, but I didn't. Because I'm trying to build it as stock as possible. I try to do that with kits. So if, like, the spec design uses printed drag chains, I'm going to try and use printed drag chains. At least for the purposes of, like, reviewing the kit. But, yeah, going with, like, you know, these drag chains, probably a better option, honestly. But they color match. So if you want the colors to match, then yeah. Chain matches the belt. Chat froze. You can install that part of the chain later after wiring. I can. But we got to wire the bed up anyways. So we got to install the bed, so I might as well do that now, I think. So we might as well do something. There we go. Always paranoid about those. Okay. So where is my bed stuff? Seen them earlier. I started condensing down the boxes for this build, so hopefully I didn't misplace anything. Oh, there we go. Oh, we might have a problem here, because I got an old kit. Let's see. Where is it? Yeah, we're okay. Yeah, we're okay. They changed the design of this. Originally it was 3-point bed mounting, and now it's 4-point. Because now it mounts directly to the extrusions like a V2. So my kit, because it's like one of the first ones made, only has 3. 662. 6. 6. So I gotta find a spare, because I have a whole bunch of them here. Where'd you go? Yeah. Let's see here. So of course I've got like 8 spare bed mounts. Wow, these vary like the dickens. Okay, that one. Okay, we got that. And how big are the standoffs that we actually need? Let me find the manual. Oh, the kinematic bed mount fixes that. I don't have the kinematic bed mount. Old kit. There we go. Okay, M360. Okay. Hey, Steve's here. Everyone say hi, Steve. Oh, I also have the trim pieces I'm supposed to mount. I think I'm just going to take all these screws from all these kits that I have and just throw them into my stock instead of digging through bags in the future. I swear, I spent like half the streams digging through bags trying to find shit. Yeah, sweet. I'm just going to grab from stock. And I don't even have that in stock. Great. There we go. When I move the right and left of my x-axis, my gantry will very slightly move. Move on the Y, I test my gantry for racking and also play with the tension, still to get skewed parts. Make sure nothing's binding up. Make sure nothing's binding up. That could be an issue you're having. Okay, so good thing I moved those out of the way because I'm gonna have to do this. Where is? Oh, geez, I'm like, what is that noise? And it's like the printer's printing. So you're asking, how do I get the wires from the power supply up, or the bed into here? I just do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Voila. You put your bed wires through the rear hole? Shouldn't really matter. Yeah, yeah, we're fine having them there. We'll be okay. We'll be all right, Mon. Besides mini stealth burner, is there any solution to the overheating extruder stepper? Drop your current. By the way, don't forget, only Benchy hats are in the merch store now. I don't think I've ever had an overheating issue on mine. Okay, it can't be. Oh, no, that's right here. Okay, so goes there. Ground. Wires over there. Yeah, reduce run current, yeah. Cyclist dude, 50. Thank you, appreciate it. You didn't ask the question though. Cheers. Appreciate it very much. Okay, so we got the screws in. So now we gotta figure out where this thing is gonna live. Where is the bed gonna live? Okay, so it's gotta go to the back. It's gotta come to the front. So this is gonna have to go forward quite a bit. Okay, these don't slide as good as T-nuts. Okay, you'll go backwards but not forwards. What the heck? Go this way. Oh, you don't want to play nice. How's that coming along? That's printed fine. There we go. Okay. Okay. So, what we have to do is ensure that when this is all the way at the back, and it goes click, take out my noise canceling headphones so I can actually hear this, that my Z switch, or my little switch here, is actually able to, my little clicky switch here for my Z offset, is actually able to be hit by the nozzle. So let's get this all in there. So we gotta loosen this and slide it forward, because this is not gonna work where it's at right now. Loosen. Slide it forward. About there. Okay. And then all the way at the front. Get lined up. Yeah, we'll be good there. So. Go up there, screw that down. Screw that down. That comes down and goes click. Okay. Now we can move that forward. Yep, okay. There. That's not touching? Yeah, that's not touching. Okay. So that can hit there. That hits, we're good. That comes out, that can reach all around. Okay. There we go, we got the bed installed. Flex plate. The fancy Micron logo. Put that on. There we go. Got a print bed. So unfortunately though, we're still waiting on some printed parts that it broke that we gotta replace. Go the other way. There. So this will come out and go over here, and that, and that, and that. Okay, so while we're waiting on that, we can start wiring up the plugs, I guess. Those. That. And there were some ferrule connectors. Got those ones. There were some other ones. Where are those pieces? That have been. Nope. Use up my own, I guess. Nope. Where did I put them? Where did I put them? I had some. Oh, I had some. Got these ones. Got that one. Got that one. Nope, that's not them. That's JST stuff. I'll need that in a minute. And this table. Nope. Okay. Where did I put those connectors? I could just use those. Yeah, I'll just use those. I had a whole box. I hate when I misplace stuff. Yeah, I got too many projects on the go. I got 3 builds on the go right now. Yeah, my kid hit him. We'll go with that. We will go with that. Unless... No, they're not over here. I was hoping I had them because I need those. One second, let me check the other room quickly. Yeah. Hey, buddy. Nope. It's funny, I'm gonna find them like I did last time I couldn't find them. I'm gonna find them like 2 seconds after the stream ends. You're like, oh, there's the connectors. They're in the wrong drawer, or the wrong shelf, or wrong something. Yeah, there we go. I found some. Okay, so we're gonna do the mains wire plug now. Get that out of the way. Wire up the power supply and everything. So this kit does come with 16 gauge, I believe. Well, this is the wiring that comes with it. FEP 16 gauge, yep. Or 18 gauge. Either way, it's fine for the distance we're going. So, the problem is, the manual isn't updated for these wiring, so I gotta pull up, like the V2 manual, I think. Because I can never remember how to wire up these inlet plugs. So I always gotta like reference another manual to find it. It's bad. What is it? No. Dang it. It always references. I forgot the manual uses the GitHub U2 branches 2.1 manual. On the back I can see it. I don't see it. But I know the 2.1 manual has it. Look at the old tool head, guys. You guys remember the old tool head? I miss the old tool head. Whoa. Ah. What happened? My computer just went all dark on me. What? The PDF reader crashes on the 2.1 manual. I did download it. Hello? 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 Am I back? Okay, something's going on with my computer here because everything's like shutting down. Like, what is going on here? What is going on here? OBS just shut down on me. What is going on here? Is a Windows update happening? No. I know a restart's required, but it's not doing it now. Ooh, what is going on? What is going on? Are you working now? Are we working now? Okay, I think we're working now. Okay, there we go. That was weird. Computer's like, hey, we're just gonna like randomly close down half the programs you got open. OBS, shut it down. Whatever. Okay, apparently saying Russian gets flagged. It shouldn't be resource usage. I am nowhere near maxing out this computer performance. Yeah, we're 31% CPU, 11 gigs of RAM. The video card's working at 36%. The video card's doing all the encoding. The CPU ain't doing shit. Like I do all the encoding with the CPU, although the GPU, but the CPU is uploading whatchamacallit, many gigabytes or megabytes of the internet. So who knows? How many of these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shit. I'll make it work. I'll make it work. The thing is, I don't really restart this computer too often, so Maybe that's it yelling at me going, hey, maybe you should actually restart me occasionally instead of leaving me on for weeks at a time. So maybe it's just angry. So right now, we're wiring up the main inlet. So we got ourselves a ground. We're gonna need a short one here. That's what usually happens if you run out of memory on a machine. OS closes the program. It's got 16 gigs of RAM. Like, I don't think it should be running out of memory. Like, I'm not running anything on this computer. I got Fusion open though, but I don't think that would do it. Revo or Dragon? Unless you plan on printing with a big fat nozzle, you want to chase speed benchies, go with the Revo, in my opinion. Go with the Revo Voron if you're really cool. OBS is nothing. OBS doesn't use a ton of memory. 1 second. I don't think it does. OBS is using not even a gig of RAM, and I got 16 gigs of RAM, so. Yeah, Revo Voron is out Monday. If you wish to purchase one, there are many resellers. If you wish to purchase one from E3D, I do have an affiliate link in the description if you want to help support the channel. Solar flares, exactly. It's the solar flares. The government, it's the Ruskies. Who else can we blame? We can blame everyone. We can blame Joe. Yeah, it's all Joe's fault. Is nobody going to take the setup? Is nobody going to take that setup? Come on. Somebody at least take the setup. Disappointed. Disappointed. It's Creality Cloud. Oh no, Creality Cloud. There we go. Who's Perry? Who's Joe? Joe Mama! Jeez, I set that up. I telegraphed it and nobody said a thing. I am disappointed. Disappointed! I think I made this too short. Oh, it might be okay. Yeah, I made this one too short. I know, we're okay. Yeah, we're okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do is make these even safer. Heat shrink them. Let me get my heat shrink. If I can find it. There we go. Ah, you're welcome. Thank you, Perry. If this was Twitch, I'd VIP you, but this isn't Twitch. Ugh. It's better than Twitch. Saturday our brains are resting. Alright, this is the third stream in a row for me. I did one on Thursday. I did one yesterday. I'm doing one today. I did one on Tuesday. This is the fourth stream this week. It adds up quick. I will say, like, it's not bad. I don't mind streaming multiple days a week. I like streaming. I actually do like doing this. But after many days of doing it in a row, you start to get brain foggy, especially if you're like wiring printers up and whatnot. I'm gonna redo this one because I'm not too happy with it. I dropped something. Yeah. Streaming is easier than editing. That is true. That is true. I gotta start editing. I gotta get the fourth part of the Clipper series video out, and then I gotta do the video on the kits. That is soon. Yeah, I dropped it. It's gone. Whatever I drop is gone. Go. So let me heat shrink these guys up. My Revo is printing boron parts since the day I got it and installed it. I'm coming up on, I want to say it's almost a year. I got my beta Revo unit in end of May last year. So end of May last year till now, I've been using Revos. And they're probably the best, most reliable Hotend I've used to date. I've had one jam in almost a year of using Revos. And that was on the IRCFA during like a 1,000 change print. So yeah. And if you're curious on how fast you can print with a Revo, oh, they don't print fast in Vorons, blah 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 blah. Well, it's printing right now. So. I don't know. Good enough for me. That Charizard Skull STL. It is a Chaos Cortex model. Chaos Core Tech. I always say Cortex. Chaos Core Tech. Chelsea. She's the one who does most of the models for them. It is a Patreon model. And I am a member of their Patreon. So, it is a Patreon model. It's fast. Exactly. Most people think they need more flow than they really need. Like, a lot of people really overestimate the flow they need. Okay, so this goes there. the heck? There we go. And this one. Too long. Too long. Did a ton of converting my friends and family to old home videos to upscale and brutal. Ooh. That'd be annoying. That'd be really annoying personally. Okay. So this will go in and go under. So let's you up. Oh. Okay, so you go there. You guys feed in. And this just goes, all those are there and goes snap. There we go. Then fold it back down. I got ground, neutral, live. And neutral is white and black is live. So it's like that. So let me just mark these up. I should snip them. See you, Steve. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some braiding on this. Just because it is mains, I'm going to put a little bit of sleeving on it. Just to kind of up armor it a little bit. Just for a little insurance. Hello, plastic people. Hey, John. Haven't you been here for a while already? I have 3D printing noises in the background. I've got 2 printers running in this room. I got that one and the King Rune. Do I have noise filter on? I should have the filter on. Yeah, the noise gate's on. What's the build volume of this one? 120 cubed. It is not a big printer. It's not meant to be a big printer. The front fan before I go too far. I can easily pivot this up to do that. And I could just take I'm just going to take the whole grill out to do the front fan. Because I don't think that is on my list of parts that I forgot to print. Yeah, I got to print the mount for it. I did remember that. That was like last stream. I'm like, I think there's a few things I forgot to print. And it turns out that was one of them. You go there. You go there. You fold down. Okay, so if I have you right about there. Right about there. Snip. Dual 3090s. You got dual 3090s, man? Must be nice. I've got a 1060 in here. My main computer upstairs is a 5700 XT. He's good enough. Only got 1080p monitors anyways, I don't need anything fancy. 1060 gang. Well, that was 1060. I bought a 1066 gig literally the day they came out. Like the moment they were available for sale, I bought one. And it's been a solid card. But like the week before everything shut down for the pandemic, somebody was selling a 5700 XT used that for a price that I couldn't really argue with. So I went and got that, or I bought it and they shipped it to me. So, and I've been very happy with it. It's about as good as a 2060, but let's be honest, the only game I've played in the past year is Elden Ring. Too long. So now the 1060 lives in this machine for GPU encoding for streaming. It does a pretty good job at it. A 1080. 1080 is venerable. 1080 is starting to show its age now, though. It's NVIDIA or AMD. I'm going to guarantee you most people have NVIDIA. It's the more common card. Okay, so I'll take that off. Don't crunch the mains wires. I can run Doom at 165 hertz with 1440. Yeah, my 5700 XT, same thing. I only game at 1080p. I have a 1080p 165 hertz monitor. So I think these ones I gotta actually take out, if I'm not mistaken. So let me put a magnet on here so I don't lose it. Do the Rossmann trick. Okay, so this is live, which is black. Which, with these not being that magnetic, are kind of a pain in the butt, actually. I need to get my LTT store screwdriver. You know what? You know what? Why am I making this hard on myself? Why am I making this hard on myself? There we go. $1070 is 900. Yeah, I paid like 400 Canadian, I want to say, for my 5700 XT, if I remember correctly. So I can't really complain. Huge board for the Micron. Yeah, but you need 7 stepper drivers. So, although stacking Pi Picos is probably a more compact solution. So a stack of Raspberry Big Tree Tech Picos, 2 of them stacked on top of each other, plus a Pi Zero, is actually probably the optimal setup for this machine, to be honest. Okay, so we've got the power supply wired up. We got live, neutral, ground. Live is black, neutral is white, ground is green. I'm gonna plug it in now and make sure, other than dropping a bag of screws everywhere. 1 second here. I just screwed myself. Okay. So, 0 is off. Let's see if we get a light. I think we get a light on this. So plug it in. I don't have any liquor in this room, so I guess a drink of G Fuel will do. And power on. Is there a light in this thing? I don't know if there's a light in this thing. Oh, yeah, we got a light. We're good. There's a little light in there. Yay, we didn't kill it. Okay, power off. Huzzah! We'll take it. Put the skirt back on. There we go. No sparky sparks. It's always good. Okay, so now we need to connect our motors here. We're gonna have to shrink a bunch of those wires. But is Hart K in chat? I don't think he is. I don't think there's an official wiring guide for the I don't think there's an official wiring guide for this thing yet. Documentation. The manual's lapse updated a month ago. Firmware. Config. .cfg. Yeah. So there is no official wiring documentation. So either I interpolate where things gotta go based on the config. So I gotta like look at the config and say, okay, motor this is pin this, and then I look on the diagram to see what pin it is, or I just YOLO it and redo my config after. They have a config for it. They have a config for it, but there's no wiring diagram. So I'm gonna have to connect. Oh, here we go. Connect to the motor 0. Okay, so we do have. Okay, so we do have some stuff. Let's see here. Stepper Z1 connected to motor 3. Okay. Extruder probe. Clicky probe, so it's connected for PG15. Okay, I can figure this out. I'll figure this out. Fan 0, yeah. Okay, so there's no wiring diagram, but it's called out on the thing. We can make this work. We can make it work. Heart-K config matches the V2 R2 manual. Okay, so if it matches the R2 manual, let me pull that up. Printers, V2, manual. Let me pull that up, because those parts are almost done, by the way. Okay, so the wiring is an octopus board, that's what we got here. So print is done. Let that cool off for a minute. Okay, so jumpers or cell jumpers, removing all the jumpers from the MCU board. So, let's see here. I gotta find the drivers for this. I don't know where I put the drivers for this machine. Oh, there they are. Like, it would be handy if I had, you know, drivers for this. So I think everything, I just leave it as is, it looks like. Okay, remove all the drivers from the sockets. Okay. Sent you the link on Discord. Okie dokie, let me check. Okay. Is this the default wiring, G Funny Money, or is this somebody else's? Yeah, because they're using a controller board, so mine will be different. I'm not using a controller board. Okay, so I gotta remove all the jumpers. Okay. Where is my jumper removing device? There it is. Actually, I'll get the proper jumper removing device. And by the way, this series, I'm probably going to finish up wiring off stream. I've wired enough stuff on streams over the years, I think. I think you guys are probably fed up with it. Besides, we're going to be wiring up a Prusa on Tuesday. Happy fun time adventures. Every time I try just pull them out with your fingers, people saying, it's like, I can't. I destroy my fingernails when I do that. When's the next bolt sorting stream? Soon. Although every time you ask, I reset the clock. All the jumpers. Wiring is the best part of the build. I know. See, other YouTubers would do this off camera and hide it all, so you wouldn't see. Me, we're doing it live. And I dropped a jumper, and I don't know where it went. There it is. Okay, so remove all the jumpers from one. Remove all the jumpers from diag pins, which we've done. Remove the USB 5-volt power supply jumper to avoid interaction between the USB 5-volt of the Raspberry Pi and the 5-volt of the MCU. Okay. 4, remove all the jumpers on the fan and so that you can set the correct voltage. So all my fans are 24 volt, which I believe is the bottom one on this, which I think I can check. VREF, yeah. So 24 volt, and I think all the fans in here are 24 volt. So we're good there. And 5, that can go there. Okay. So I'm not going to be using that anyways. Okay. Board overview link for reference. Okie dokie, let me pull that up. Picture of the board. Okay, okay, there we go. What's the other TH switch? And there's no X, Y, N stops. Are they doing sensorless on this board? What's going on? I'm missing stuff. I'm missing stuff. It's a knockoff Voron printer? No. It's a knockoff so much it's designed by a guy who's on the Voron team. There's no such thing as a knockoff Voron. It's an open source printer, so if you want to design a derivative or take inspiration from it, as long as you give credit, you can do it, and that's what this is. This is a V0 or V2 built with V0 parts for the fun of it. Your picks are sensorless. Yeah, I'm not doing sensorless. So we're using good old TMC 2209s. Everyone likes TMC 2209s. Oop. And they actually line up. There we go. Picture tech's getting kind of sloppy and they're lining up everything. Don't go in as smooth as they used to. Now you may be asking, Taylor, you only need 7 drivers. Why are you putting in all 8 stepper drivers when you don't need them all? And the answer is OCD, and I don't know what order I need them in. So we're just going to put them all in because why not? It's not going to hurt anyone. John, hey John. Howdy, sorry ain't been around much. That's okay. Fighting with stuff here at home, discovered we have a homeless camp forming in a drainage tunnel behind my house. And it's starting to get bad. I can't really provide much advice in that situation. I will say, you know, people are humans and they deserve to be treated with respect, but that sounds like something for the city to work with. That sucks. For everyone involved. Yeah, CDO. Yep, CDO is OCD with the letters in proper alphabetical order as they should be. Sensorless. I've already got the end stops wired up, so I might as well use them. I've played with sensorless. I got sensorless on the V Mini, and it works fine. Honestly, my view of sensorless in a 3D printer, it's mostly a simplicity thing, not a functional difference, in my opinion. So if it, you know, on the V Mini, my goal was to try and simplify it as much as possible. Yeah, on this I would have saved 4 wires in my drag chain, but I'm already stuffing the drag chain full of wires. 4 more isn't a huge difference, really. Okay, so all this, can save those little jumper wires just in case. Everything else in the bin. In the bin. How's that print coming along? Ah, pretty good. Actually, I'm not gonna lie, pretty good. The sensorless, how does sensorless work? Sensorless used to be funky with Core XY for the longest time, but it works okay now. Math and magic. And just leave it at that. That's kind of my stance when it comes to sensorless homing, is math and magic is what make it work. So. I don't know what this wire is for. Well, whatever. Okay. So, these parts are done, so I guess we'll go back to hopefully not breaking the drag chain. God, this LDO prints beautifully. Yeah, okay. So, the part that I printed was a first gen part. So, this is what I printed. And as you can see, it's snapped right here. So, this was like this. Okay, and it snapped, right? As you can see, the part that's replacing it has a bit more chonk to it. So again, I printed the parts for this machine like a month plus ago, like actually probably 2 months plus ago. So they've been revised, and these are chonkier. And they actually have zip tie holders in them. So get this back together. Actually, oh shoot. Oh, of course those ones are ones that don't have little T-nut holders on them. So I gotta go chasing them. Actually, oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I slid them on and there's nothing, they're gone. The hex nuts that hold that piece in, this piece, they just went out the end. They're gone. Shit. Okay. Here comes the part where we throw our heads back and swear. Okay, so what I'm going to do is see if I can kind of finagle some screws into a hole using some tweezers. Restart build, more content. Okay, everyone, from the top. Overhead. This is gonna be a shit show. If it was the other side, it would be easier because it's all open, but I got the wires in the way. It would be great if, you know, T-nuts, drop-in T-nuts for 50/15 were a thing. That'd be absolutely fucking amazing right now. Okay, let me... Oh, moving the gantry out of the way doesn't mean anything because the gantry travels with the whole bloody thing. Okay. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. Okay. Here's the thing. I know what I can do to make this a really easy fix. I know what I can do to make this a really easy fix. Got one. Start over. No, drill a hole. Got one in. I'm gonna have a nice relaxing stream. Crimp a few parts. Strip some wire. You know, easy peasy, nothing to worry about. Everything's gonna be great. No problem. It's like I quit the wrong week to quit sniffing alcohol. You want to. Got it. Okay, so. I am definitely going to need a drink. Yeah, let me get the drag chain at least in. We'll get the drag chain in. And then we'll think about celebrating. Winner is for the best fallen T-nut. They're not even T-nuts, they're just M3X nuts. There we go. So, okay. I should put some zip ties in there. I should have put some zip ties in there before screwing this in. Yeah, let me Let me take it out, put some zip ties in there, and screw it back in. Say it with me, class. Electrical and wiring is the most fun part of any 3D printer build. Especially on a Saturday night after you've been up since like 7 in the morning. Am I out of zip ties? No. No. OBS. What about OBS? Actually, I don't mind wiring. Honestly, I have no problem with wiring. I find it, like, relaxing most of the time. It's just, you know, times like right now when it's not the most fun in the world. That's when it kind of sucks. Once you get a good groove going and everything's, you know, falling into position, yeah, wiring's fine then. But when, you know, things are breaking or stuff doesn't line up properly and you're like, you've got 225 people in chat looking at you. Speaking of 225 people in chat, I ain't got no 225 likes of the smash button. That smash button's done a lot of work for YouTubers over the years. Should help it out. Give it some appreciation. Give it a smash, if you will. I hope I have all the wires in this. There we go. Okay. There we go. Francois, hello. Bonjour. Yes, Doggo did show up. If Doggo showed up at the beginning of stream, it's okay to hit the like button. What's the average price to build a Micron? I couldn't tell you. If you're interested on how much this kit cost, there is a link in the description to the store from DFH. Where you can purchase said item. Why do I have one really short one? All my other ones are, oh god, if I have a short wire, I'm going to be, ooh, not too happy. We'll see. We shall see. Okay. So. I miss Doggo. You miss Doggo. He might reappear. Sometimes he shows up at the end of stream. But it's not always a guarantee, unfortunately. So these are Panzer chains, they're called. I've heard good things about them. we shall see how good they are. Well, they're breaking left and right. Jeez. I don't know how many extras I printed and how many I need. These in PETG would actually probably be a better idea, because PETG has better layer adhesion, and anytime you got like printed chains like this, layer adhesion is always going to be your downfall. Get all this stuff out of here. I'm pretty sure I printed like 5 or 6 extras. I'm hoping. Doggo 3D model. I cannot 3D model. That is your problem. The 3D model of me that is on Thangs and Printable is done by the wonderful Chelsea of Chaos Core Tech. That was a commissioned piece. PETG. PETG is fine in use cases. If you have a proper use case where PETG benefits, use it. It makes sense in certain applications. It's just some people think it's better than it is, when it's not. It's an okay plastic when used in the right use case. Just people tend to think it's best in every case. I printed my rep racks in PETG. Like those rep racks right there, holding like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know, 10 kilograms of filament each, which isn't really a lot. Let's be honest. Those are all PETG. The plastic parts. It's all CF PETG. It works pretty good. ASA over PETG. Well, it depends on outdoor use, because it really depends on UV exposure, and like a lot of time UV exposure just causes it to fade or become slightly brittle. Like it really depends on the plastic itself and the amount of UV exposure and what it's doing. A lot of times UV just causes fading, which, let's be honest, isn't really that. It's a cosmetic issue. It'll still work. It's better. PETG is better because it has 4 letters. Most plastics have 3. Well, I mean, if you want to use ABS's full name, I'm sure it wins. How many do I need? 1 second here. Fusion. Okay, how many do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. I have one extra. Hopefully, I don't break another. What's my opinion on hips? I've used it sparingly. Hips is good for like cosplay stuff. Reach. This is hips. I printed this in hips. It's a splicer mask from whatchamacallit, BioShock. So this is hips. So apparently hips is it's lightweight and it's pretty stiff. You have to kind of print it like ABS because it is susceptible to cracking. But apparently you can sand it really good. Like it's really good for like cosplay because it's like lightweight and stiff, and it's got pretty good temperature resistance. Don't spill like, what is it, lemon or whatever the heck on it that dissolves it. But yeah, don't use it for like parts. It's not meant for parts. Like printer parts. High impact polystyrene. Yep, that's what it is. Hips is high impact polystyrene. I've got a few spools of it still. I've got like 2 spools of it. It's apparently it's also commonly used as a dissolvable filament when you're printing with ABS because it has like same print characteristics as ABS. So people use it as like a dissolvable filament when printing ABS for support. These remind me a lot of like the original V2.0 chains. I miss the V2.0 belt chain. While super finicky and kind of shitty. Oh god, was it smooth. Oh. Okay, we don't have any spares now. It's okay, make it work. Just gotta believe. Gotta believe. Danger zone. This is the moment Nero decided umbilical would be best. Well, it's for the Z, right? I have umbilical for the XY already. This is only the Z, is drag chain. Paranoid now. Whew. Last one. been revised a few times. Probably. Okay. So, I need to find the end piece. What does the end piece look like? Is this it? Do I even have that piece? Did I print that piece? I could have sworn it. I printed everything for it. I should have printed everything for it. I did. Yeah. Yeah, it's different. The one I have is different. Yeah. I have a different one. Okay, so don't twist, don't bend, don't break. I need to print more of these. I do not have enough of these. I gotta print more links. Yep, I'm gonna have to print more links. Because this is not gonna make that bend radius. Yeah. But I know where we can be. So we're gonna leave it like this. And I'll print the parts, but I can go under the we can go under the hood. We can go under the hood. I'll shove the wires through. I'll just leave a little bit of slack. I need to load blue in one of these machines and print some parts. No biggie. No biggie. Find in browser. Body 1, yep. Yep. Save as mesh. STL. Cool. We'll save it there. Bada boom, bada bing. Delete. Put one of those in. Slice now. Export G code. Save. Upload and print. Send it. No biggie. No biggie. And then I'll just print like a dozen of the extra guys. Go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to zip tie this here so that it doesn't move from its position. So that way I have more than enough slack. So we're just going to zip tie it in its current position so that I know I have enough slack. So when I pull the wires through, we can basically 18 links. Yeah, see, the cat only has like 15. So yeah, I'm short. So I'm just going to zip tie this here. And this way I can finish that part up later. And it won't affect anything. So we'll have a little bit extra. That's okay. Put that there. We'll make it work. Did I install the dock yet? I did. Yeah, the clicky dock's installed. All the clicky stuff's installed. Okay. So I won't be able to move my carriage around, whatever. And then what I'll do is, this is all gonna go through here. Dropping stuff. Flip it over. Put you out of the way. Of course, it comes in right underneath all the. Okay, sometimes you like to stay up. Stay up for me. Don't put a weight under here. Angle it. Pivot. There we go. Oh! Oh, stay. Stay. Why don't you want to stay? There we go. Stay. Okay. So all these wires through. Okay. Try not to accidentally undo my bundles here. That would kind of screw me over a little bit. Okay. And one twisted. There we go. Okay, there we go. I've got one wire that's short. Bloody hell. What should I do if my Voron calibration cube is okay in the X and Y axis, but by 29.78 in the Z? You're probably too close to your bed for your first layer. Or you're over extruding and your top layer is too fat. 0.1 millimeter is 4/1000ths of an inch. So 0.22 millimeters is a little over, it's like 9. Take an inch, divide it into 1,000, and it's 9 of those. That is 0.22 millimeters. That's like a human hair. Actually, human hair is anywhere from 3 to 7 thou, if I remember correctly. So yeah. Yeah. Motor cable stay on the AC side. Yep. I don't know if my wife has the laundry going or if I'm hearing thunder. So we got E, B, and A. Okay. And now here comes the part that sucks. I've got one wire, which is 0, which 0 is my Z probe, which has got to go over there, and it's short by like too much. So I gotta extend 2 of these wires, unfortunately, which means I gotta do some soldering, which sucks. Yeah, 0 and 0, 1, which is X end stop. So yeah, unfortunately, my wires for my end stop. Yeah, these are short. If you look overhead here, this one goes to 0, 1, has got to go to my X end stop. Oh, don't pinch the mains wires. They go like, oh, we might be okay. We might be okay. This one's okay. This one's okay. I only gotta extend the one, which is this one. So I'm gonna extend this wire. So let me pull it out of here. Lay all this down. And we'll extend that. Oh, that's why. Nope. So we got one wire that's short, unfortunately. And we're gonna have to extend it. So I'm just gonna solder a little extension on it. No biggie. Oh, it's done. Yeah, 3/1000 the thickness of a sheet of paper. That's what we use when we were spotting. We would you would use a piece of tape. So you'd use like green tape or blue tape, and you would take a piece of tape and you would stick it down on the metal. So when you're coming down with the other half of the core or the cavity, and the spotting blue on it, if it was touching the tape, you knew you were like 3/1000 off. So you would stack tape, or same if you're timing lifters or whatever. And most of you guys probably don't know what I'm talking about there. But here, a little diversion. This is that E3D egg torture test off the King Room. It just finished. That's actually not bad, actually. That's actually not bad at all. Yeah. And that's like completely, yeah. Honestly, this thing, I've only done 3 prints on it. Let's be honest, I've only done 3 prints on the King Room. For those that don't know what I'm talking about. This guy. Oh, this little guy. But they sent me it to review. It's been out for a bit now. Like, people have done reviews on this in the past. Oop. Can't see that address anyways. But it's $180, and so far I remember I spent more than that on my well, my wife did. More than that on my first printer, which was a Monoprice Select Mini, and it wasn't this good. So I'm probably gonna give it a pretty good review. All hail the mighty King Room. Oh, it's not perfect. Don't get me wrong, it's not perfect. But when you are only spending $180 on a 3D printer, you can kind of forgive a bit more than, you know, if you were spending more than $180 on a 3D printer. I will say, my Voron failed it on the stock setting, but I was setting it at Voron speed, so let's be honest, it's not designed for a fast print. It's not meant to be a fast print. I did do it. It came out pretty okay when I slowed the speed down. And this is with a 0.25 nozzle, by the way, on the Revo. This is off the switch wire. Okay, so I gotta solder an extension on here, and this is 0, which is my X end stop. So let me get some wire. Let me get some fancy wire. Let's do some fancy wire. I got some blue somewhere, I think. I don't know where my blue wire went. Dang it, I had blue wire. I had some fancy blue PTFE wire. I don't know where I put it. But I didn't have a lot of it. I was saving it for something. Here. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Haha, I got it. We'll use that. Any thoughts on an all-metal hot-end enclosure for King Room for a cheap ABS machine? So this machine would actually probably be pretty easy to turn into a full ABS machine. Power supply is already separate, so you don't need about putting the power supply in the enclosure. It's already separate. I would take off the sticker, the magnet, and replace it with a PEI flex plate. So on the cheap, go to Energetic and get the magnet and PI, flex plate PI combo for 180, or buy a Prusa flex plate if you want a good flex plate, or Fabrico or anyone else who sells good flex plates. But that magnet I don't think would last 180. The bed magnet, no. And then I don't know if you could just throw a V6 heat break in there. If you could just throw a V6 heat break in there, a titanium type Triangle Labs titanium V6 heat break in there, and call it a day, that might all you need to do. That might be all you need to do. Like, the extruder is a Titan, which it's old, but it's okay. It works. What else? Put clipper on it if you want to print fast. I haven't tried Marlin fast. I gotta bump up the speeds and see how it does Marlin fast. I gotta print a new one of these still. Ooh, hot. Touched my arm. Thoughts on the new Micro Swiss extruder? I've never used anything Micro Swiss ever, so I have no clue. I don't know. I don't know what to think of it. I've never used one, a Micro Swiss anything, so I can't really say too much. Shrink. Yeah, I've had a few people have told me that they are using the King runes in print farms to pretty good effect. So I'm inclined to think it's a pretty good printer. Just going off of what other people have told me. Obviously, you know, I haven't done a full review. I've printed 3 things on it, so I can't really give you like a full breakdown. But from what I've seen, seems pretty okay. Shaky hands. I know I have shaky hands. I suffer from essential tremors, which means my hands pretty much always minutely shake, especially when I'm doing anything detailed. So soldering, for example. And there's nothing I can really do about it. Get used to it. That's about it. Still qualified marksman, 3 years in the Army. go. And don't forget, if you do want to buy anything from the deepfriedhero.in store, such as a Micron kit, there is a link in the description, or correction, pinned in chat is a discount code. There we go. Okay, what time is it anyways? Do I want to start actually wiring up steppers right now? Where are we at? We got all this we got to wire up. So that's the XN stop, the Z probe, those are the other stuff. Here's our motors, there's that. There's our mains. Okay, let's wire up the board. Let's make sure the board gets power and we're good there. Because I'm going to actually do this the way I tell people to do it instead of the way I do it. Where we wire up one thing in a row along the power line to make sure that we don't accidentally short anything out. So in this case, we are going to wire up a controller board, which I'm going to have to take this out anyways, because to get at the terminals under here, I got to go through this. So. Picked up the Pi Nano to run Input Shaper. Thanks for the video. Cheers. I'm going to try it out and install some mods. Awesome. Any SLS printers? I have no idea. Yeah, the micro, going back to the micro Swiss, the only micro Swiss every time it comes up is in regards to like Ender stuff. Is that kind of their shtick, is they do like Ender accessories? Because usually when I see people talking about micro Swiss, it's in regards to like Ender add-ons and whatnot. So and of course I got to take the Pi off to drop in for CR printers. Okay, that makes sense. I have one Ender. It's an Ender 3. It's partially modified and it's sitting in a room collecting dust because I don't use it. Which kind of sucks, but it just is what it is, unfortunately, for the Ender. Okay, so V plus, V neg. Where is the leftover from the thick wire? Go. Micro Swiss hardened nozzle. In terms of hardened nozzles, I've been running the what are they called? I got the box over here somewhere. Yeah. The US synthetic something fancy ones. Diamondbacks. I've been running the Diamondback nozzle in Toasty, and it's working dang good. But the problem is how do you judge a nozzle when it just works? Like, obviously, I can't print like 100 kilograms of carbon fiber stuff. I can't. So I'm judging it based off of the almost 2 kilograms of carbon fiber I've printed through it, plus ABS parts for this printer and another one. And it prints fine. It works just fine. It's better than the Fadis hardened nozzle I had in there before. But it's not like I have a million different types of hardened nozzles to compare it to. It just works. So it's kind of hard to judge. But it just works. So I know I gotta do a review on it. It's like, well, it's made out of diamond, so it shouldn't wear out, and what I've used it for so far, it's worked. So it works. Raptor's DLC is not bad either. Yeah, their DLC, the Raptor, I ran a bunch of, whatchamacallit through it, glow in the dark, and it did nothing to it. So obviously it's not, you know, carbon fiber, but glow in the dark is still pretty abrasive, and it ate it no problem. So is Modbot here? Oh, hey Modbot. How you doing on a Saturday night? I used a M38, which I probably misplaced. Of course I did. How do I misplace stuff? Why am I that bad at? Oh wait, no, it's probably bad. It's like Jenga. What's wrong with Ruby? Ruby back in the day had a lot of issues with the nozzle just kind of falling out, the Ruby insert. And with the availability of good standalone single piece hardened nozzles, it's kind of hard to justify a Ruby. Because if you want Ruby because you want something harder, well then, you know, if you're getting a Ruby nozzle because you want something harder than like Ruby is hard, well, if you want to splurge, just get a Diamondback nozzle, because like legit, the nozzle is diamond, and diamond is harder than Ruby. Like that is an actual sintered, like a diamond, like an engineered diamond in there for the nozzle. And it's inserted into there. And I don't know. Now, granted, I've only printed like 2 kilograms, or maybe about 3 kilograms of filled fiber through it. And then a bunch of ABS and PLA. It hasn't fallen out yet, but... Okay, so which one of these is... where is my manual? Okay. Yeah, we've done all that. We've done all that. Oh, wait, I gotta put jumpers in. Shit, I forgot. I gotta put the jumpers in. Remind me to do that. So DC in, ground and DC in. Okay, so wiring. All the wiring. Yeah, because you gotta put, oh god, you gotta do a bunch of this, that's right. You gotta split it. You gotta do a bunch of jumpers. What are we at right now anyways? 10:30. Shit. So let me put the jumpers in, because I forgot to put the jumpers in. And I don't want to forget that. Yeah, real diamonds aren't expensive. Like, they use diamonds all the time in industrial, like, tooling. Diamond ain't anything special. It's just De Beers owns the monopoly on it, so they artificially make it expensive by only having so many available. And then they try to sap you into, oh, if you really love her, you'll get her a real diamond. You know, there is no chemical difference between the two. Who cares? Honestly, money you would spend on a stupid expensive diamond. Get a good diamond, don't get me wrong, get a good one. But save money on the diamond, get a better honeymoon. You'll remember that more. Same when it comes to the wedding itself. Don't splurge on the wedding, splurge on the honeymoon. And put the separate drivers back in. Okay. So looking at this, we got, what do we got here? Make sure all the other jumpers are good. Yeah. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Okay, step the drivers in. So we got DC in for the motor power and the main power and the bed power. So all three of these need DC in. So the thing is, we're not going to be running, let's see here. Because I could just take this, run it like that, and then jumper it to all of them, essentially. So we might end up doing that. How many more of these? Drop one. Let me get some more of those. Okay, so that's ground, so snip it there. That is mains. Snip that there. Would it make sense to make a completely water-cooled 3D printer? Not really. Air cooling is more than sufficient for the vast majority of materials that you're printing with. Like really, you can only, water cooling only starts to become, you know, unless you're printing with really high chamber temperatures, there's really no reason to go water cooling. In my opinion. And like, frankly, I'd rather not have water fittings flying around at 300 millimeters a second. That's kind of a personal preference. You do you, but I don't want water fittings flying around at 300 millimeters a second. But that's just me. Okay, so I'm gonna have to make some more little jumper ones here. Man, Jay's 2 cents. Here's the thing though, like, yeah, he's a PC guy, so, you know, water cool, RGB, and all overclock. You can do all those on a 3D printer. You can water cool a 3D printer with RGB lighting and water cool it. You can go all PC master race on a 3D printer. If you wanted to. And you know what? That'd be kind of cool to see. Make like a blinged out 3D printer. I'm not gonna lie, that would be kind of cool to see. Is it practical? Oh, hell no. There's been a few people that have serial Vorons with some pretty fancy mods to make it look like pretty dang cool, I will say. Average wedding here is 26,000. I spent half that, and a third of half of that was the honeymoon. Yeah. I'm sorry. I don't see the point in spending like crazy amounts on a wedding. That's not my thing, baby. I'd rather have a cool honeymoon. That's just me. My Lector V0 is water cooling. No, it's not water cooled. It's air cooled. It's got RGB though. And I'm still waiting on E3D to get the charity all set up so I can do the giveaway for it in the charity stream. Dustin 10, thank you, appreciate it. Have you not seen my printers? Most of them come from PC Mod Days. I've seen a few of yours. I'm pretty sure I've seen a few of yours. But I'll be honest, I see a lot of Voron, so after a while they all kind of start to blur together. Go in there. Okay, so then that goes there, and that goes there. I'm gonna make one more of these jumper cables. I could turn you off. No, off. Seems to be a lot more. Oh yeah. Oh, don't get me wrong. They tried up here. They're like, oh, you gotta do this. You gotta do this. We're like, no, no. What we spent on the wedding, including the honeymoon, a third of that whole value was the honeymoon. And believe me, I remember more of the honeymoon. Went to Ibiza. Never did that. We did Aruba. Very nice. Very nice. Prenups don't always hold up. But you're telling me Kanye lied? With the song, man, the song. Okay, so that goes there. Someone Maven uses air conditioning for part cooling. Did you not see the stream when I did a speed benchy? I literally had like a desk fan, like a I don't know, 15-inch desk fan just blowing into the printer. It's like more cooling. Yeah, Simon Fez, yeah, who was saying that? Yeah, he, if you want crazy air cooling, look at those machines. Personally, I'm not a fan of overcooling your print, because if you're cooling ABS that fast, you're asking for warping issues and layered delamination issues. It's not healthy for the print. But if you're just going for speed just to show off, which, you know, nothing wrong with that, but you just got to understand it's a completely separate thing, then yeah, YOLO it. Like, that's a huge thing in injection molding. You'll have, you know, the customer wants parts fast, right? They want the machine running as fast as possible because, you know, if you save 2 seconds per cycle getting a part out over months of production, you know, that's a whole other shift of production, right? Like, it adds up. But you got to let the plastic cool before you eject it from the mold. Otherwise, you get bad parts. So there's a fine line between getting the best part but saving the most amount of time. You got to find that line. Okay. Ooh, I missed one. Just finished doing touches on my V01 called Jacko Shot for Jack-o'-lantern. Nice. Working on having the panels etched to look like a pumpkin. Oh, that's cool. And thanks for the 10, James. That'd be cool. I like theme builds. Okay, so we've got it wired up. We got it all jumpered here. So we got hot, neutral. So what do we got? Negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive. We are good there. Go. Close that up. Okay, let's give it some juice and hope we don't fry anything. Bada bing, bada boom. Worst comes to worst, I fry an octa board, or I don't know. I've got extras of these. So one, a two. Wait. Why am I being paranoid right now? 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 Maybe... I was right to be paranoid. I had my positive and my negative backwards. I was right to be paranoid. I was right to be paranoid. Pretty sure I have them backwards. Ooh, that would have been bad. That would have been bad. That would have been bad. One second here. One second here. Ooh, that would have been bad. I'm like, I go to do it, I'm like, whoa. Ew. Yep, I got them backwards. Shit. That would have been bad. That would have been bad. The Prusa tip is magnetic here. This is a screwdriver Prusa gave me. This is positive. Oh wait, no, wait, I had it right. Yeah, black is positive, right? Yeah, I had it right. I'm doubting myself now. I am doubting myself. I had it right. I had it right. I did have it right. Yeah, because black is positive. White is negative. And this is neutral. Yeah, and that is... No, because I'm getting it mixed up because it's red here. That's what I did. I did it backwards. Shit. This screwed me up because on this one, red is positive. But in mains, white is positive. Yep, I did it backwards. I totally goofed. Yep. So, positive is black. Which is... No, positive is... yeah, I have... Okay. Yeah, din is negative. Ground is... Black is negative. White is positive in this case. I screwed up. White is positive in this case, and black is negative. Yep. Woo! KB3D. Cheers. 20. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yep. Okay, so this is negative. So... Quit turning. Gotta face that way. This one goes in there. Yep, I got it mixed up. I had ground like 110 colors in my mind. And I got a washer here that doesn't want to move. That could have been really bad. Okay. So let me put 2 screws in and just check it quickly. Ooh, I almost flipped the switch. We would have had some sparks there. I'm not a fan of these boards that you gotta have like 3 going in for power. Always screws me up for some reason. Okay. Okay. Now. I think I missed somebody. Somebody came a member. Zombie Hedgehog, thank you for coming a member. JD5, thank you, appreciate it. Should I cancel my LDO pre-order or the Magic Phoenix kit? I don't know what Magic Phoenix is. What is Magic Phoenix? Yeah, that's a good... I have red here, and I was going to use it, but I'm like, you know what? I'm going to use the thicker wire that I had, which is white and black. I'm going to rewire it. This is going to be the last part of the stream anyways. I'm going to rewire it and do it properly. But let me just... Hey, worst case scenario, I blow up an octopus, and I got a spare if I do, and you guys get some sparks. So, YOLO. Ah, we got lights. Okay. Yay. Huzzah! And a lot of DC wiring is ground. Yeah. Sparks are good for content. I know. But a blinking red light going, hey, I don't got firmware, is even better in my opinion, especially right now. I would have been rather pissed if it actually blew up on me. Okay, kill the power. Okay. Oh, hey, the print's done. Let that cool off. Let me get the next one going. Why are you so high up? Oh, it's because I printed something big, that's right. Do I have more of that dark blue? Hopefully I got more of that dark blue. I'm starting to run low on some of these filaments. Oh shoot, am I out of the Sparta 3D fluorescent blue? Oh shit. Oh, no, we're good, we're good. Ooh. We are good, I got some filament, so, okay. Could have been bad. That could have been bad. There we go. More of these tabs. I need more of these little tabs, I think. I need more of these tabs. Oh, I need more of these tabs. I gotta print more of the tabs. Actually, no, I don't. I got a bunch of tabs. I'm good. 4 tabs. 5 tabs. We're good on tabs. We're good on tabs. Okay. So yeah, I think we're gonna end it there for the stream in terms of wiring, because I'm gonna rewire that. I'm not That scared me for a second. I was this close to making more. I do need to redo the intro. I could use some more content for the intro, let's be honest. But I didn't really plan on doing that right now. So okay, so Z-chain link. Save as mesh. Oh wait, no, because there's parts that break off. So let me. Don't think I have the Micron. I don't think I have the Micron files on here. This is for ants. Yeah, I was gonna make another GIF. Ooh, that was close. That was a little close. I'll be honest. That was. I did not want to be that close. I did not want to be that close. Z-chain link, 18 of them. Okay, so this is not that printer. This is this printer. Okay. So we'll make 8 of them. Screw it, why not? Just in case. Filament settings. I'm going to print them a little hotter than normal. Just for a little bit extra layer adhesion. Close now. Dot my OCD. Boop. Boop. There we go. Close that. Code. And upload and print. Okay, there we go. That could have been very bad. That could have been very bad. I gotta take all this out now, because I don't trust it at all. That could have been very, very bad. That could have been very, very, very bad. Yeah, all this is out. All this out. I don't trust any of this. I'm being sketched out by my own wiring, which isn't a good sign. And I can't undo that. So let's take the octopus off again. Okay. I didn't see you put the cover on the AC side. I got the cover on. The cover's on. A little plastic cover right there is on the AC. Yeah, we're good. We're good. The nut rails against the bench need to be in the open. What? The nut rails against the bench need to be in the opener. What? Oh, the nut. Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. The LDO panel clips. Oh, they're I think on the stream where I put them in, somebody asked that and I replied in chat. It's a mod. If you go to the what's the website? voronregistry.com. Let me see if I can find it here. Okay, so yeah, if you go to voronregistry.com, V2.4 panels, flash, is it on? Yeah, here you go. Here they are. There you go. This is a pretty good website. It's got a whole bunch of the mods listed, and you can search by different printer. Okay, why do you have the drivers installed? Because the drivers make the motors go brrr. I mean, GIF and GIF. Yep. I pronounce it GIF. I'm just going through chat here, catching up. Yeah, those panel clips are really nice, I will say. It was like, why did I buy it? The only downside with them is when you got to sit there and put like 20 or 30 of them together, it's kind of a pain in the butt. That part sucks. Why did I put 8? Why would I leave the one driver slot cold and empty and barren? Why would I? It came with 8 drivers. I'm going to give it all 8 drivers. Why not? What else am I going to do? Put the driver in a drawer somewhere and forget about it? It looks better. But yeah, if your board holds 8 drivers and you're going to put, and it comes with 8 drivers, put all 8 in. Because worst comes to worst, you never use it. And if you need it, it's already in the board. It's like, you know, when you buy a t-shirt, a button shirt, and you got that extra button sewn on the inside, it's kind of like that. So this way, if you ever short a driver, you flip it over, oh no, and you move the one you're not using into the spot instead of, oh shoot, where did I put that driver? Is it in this drawer? Is it in this drawer? No, it's already in the machine. And don't forget, if you do want to buy anything from DFH, who was kind enough to send this kit over for this series, there is a 10% discount. Use code a bunch of numbers. It's in the it's pinned in chat there. Extra driver for ERCFA. I don't think you can do ERCFA on this guy. Yeah, no ERCFA on this guy, unfortunately. And this does have the Revo, which is really cool. So nozzle changes are super duper simple. Oh, I need the obsidian. Hurry up. And it does have Revo Vor on. Waiting for me to do an IDEX one day. I do have a Trident that's way bigger than I need, that's for sure. Looking forward to finishing up the Prusa. That's gonna be fun. What's also fun is how many people are angry that I'm building a Prusa for some reason. It's funny. Like, I am absolutely, like, I find it absolutely hilarious how many people are like, why are you bothering to build a Prusa? Because I want to. I'm gonna put a actually, now that I think about it, now that I think about it, let's swap. So I actually have the 0.25 nozzle in this guy here. Here's the thing, I don't have enough nozzles. I don't have 0.4s for all my Revos. I only have 3. Well, actually, okay, technically I got the beta nozzle, but the beta nozzle is a beta nozzle. I don't want to really use it too much. So for Revo, I have 4 Revos, but I only have 2.4 nozzles plus the kit of all the nozzles. So I only have 3.4 nozzles. So this is going to get a 0.25 nozzle. So this guy's going to get a 0.25 nozzle. We're going to use this for small detailed prints. Because why not? Is that beard a result of joining the Prusa cult? No, I joined the Prusa Facebook group. And put the 0.4 back in the switch wire. Find the hole. Where's the hole? Never find the hole. Oh, it snapped off, that's why. Where are you? Oh, that's why. There we go. printing? Yeah, it's printing. Okay, we're good. And where did I put my nozzles anyways? Revo nozzles. Where did I put my Revo nozzles? That's a good question. Past Taylor, where did you put the Revo nozzles? No, put it there for now. It's not gonna go anywhere. How long do you survive in that group? I don't know. I just joined to see what was going on in there. I try to join the. I try to at least poke in on the communities that of printers I'm building, just to kind of, you know, see what people are saying, see what people are talking about, see what the gist of the community is. Oh, there's the Revo nozzles. There we go. So. I think green is 0.8. Yeah, green is a 0.8 nozzle. Blue is 0.6, red is 0.4, and yellow is 0.25. Where is my beta? I gotta find where I put. Oh, here's my beta unit. Yeah. Yeah. I still got it. The Revo beta unit. Still works, mostly. But probably gonna put it in a shadow box or something. Socks gone and all that. It's also worth it for buying. So my plan was, I was hoping Obsidian would be out by now. So the plan is basically buy the sampler pack of nozzles. So I have all the different nozzle sizes, and then I was going to get a 0.4 millimeter, although I'd prefer if they did a 0.5. I really like the 0.5. A 0.4 millimeter Obsidian for all the machines. So that was kind of my plan, was I would get the sampler pack, so I would have all the different nozzle sizes, so if I wanted to print in different sizes, and then have a 0.4 Obsidian size, or Obsidian nozzle for every machine. So that way, every machine would always have a 0.4 in it, unless I wanted to play with a different size, and then I could just easily swap it out. And then maybe like 1.8 Obsidian for like, if I wanted to do big abrasive stuff. So. Because it is actually very simple. Like, swapping nozzles is a joke. Run my ending G code, when I finish a print, retracts the filament 5 millimeters. That's enough to actually like, just like, it's not connected to the nozzle anymore. It's not melted to the nozzle anymore. So like, you can literally, you know, you saw this print finish, right? I can literally pull the filament out. Like, it's not connected to anything. You can pull the filament out. So this way, if I want to, because this has a Revo in it, I can just unscrew the nozzle with it cold, throw in a different size, and hit print. And I don't have to like, because the problem with nozzle changes that suck is you have to heat it up, take the filament out. Then you got to do the nozzle swap. Whoa, it's hot. You got to wait for it to cool, right? What's the point of, you know, a Revo if you got to wait for it to heat up and cool down? You're wasting time. Well, you just do a 5 millimeter retract, then you don't have to do that. So that way you can leave it in whatever size nozzle, and just one day, hey, I need to print a whole bunch of skirts, and I want to print them quick. I want to do it with my 0.8 nozzle. Slice it with a 0.8, upload it to the printer, and while the bed's heating up, unscrew your 0.4, throw in the 0.8, load the filament, done. Print starts. It actually is very, once you actually accept, like, you can do that, it actually makes it a lot. I use different size nozzles more often now. It also stops, yeah, it also helps a lot with your starting use. That's why I don't use a brush on any of my machines, like a nozzle brush. So. But yeah, that's what I've been doing with my Revos for the past almost year, and it's working great. So I can't really complain. It's a very solid nozzle. I'm really happy with it. So how am I managing? So what I do is I use the same profile for everything because I'm lazy. And then if I want to print something with a different profile, I just go in here and I change my nozzle diameter to 0.8 and my min and max numbers to whatever, and I reslice it. What you could do though is you could just save different machine profiles for different things. I have a base profile I use on pretty much all my Borons, And it's not the best profile, but it's good enough that it works on all the machines to good results. So that way I don't have to worry about having different profiles for different machines. So, like, I can print functional Voron parts on any of my Vorons. Any of my enclosed Vorons here, I can print functional Voron parts on any of them, no problem. So, set a percent for min and max. Oh, good point. I should do that. Don't use a brush switch DLC. Obsidian. When it comes to brushes with Obsidian, I don't know if I could say it, but yeah. Anyways, I do know something. Shout out to Canadians. Hello there. Army of V0s, all the V0s. I think we're going to call it there, actually. So next stream is going to be crimping and stripping. Because we're going to... I'll finish up. I'll redo the mains wiring here. And I'll fix up the drag chains, obviously. And then next stream, we'll wire everything up. I'll get the firmware installed too off stream. So, yeah, I was hoping to get more done tonight. Unfortunately, ran into issues where we broke that part that I had to reprint, unfortunately, and a few other hang-ups. That kind of put a damper on the speed things we're moving at, but it is what it is, unfortunately. But yeah, we'll call it there. We'll continue on next week. So next on Tuesday will be Prusa Day. We'll work on the Prusa. Next Friday will be a print and chill stream again, and then next Saturday night we'll carry on with the Micron. So again, shout out to Deep Fried Hero for providing the kit for the build for this series. If you do want to get anything from his store, there is a pinned comment in chat with a discount code. If you want to get any Only Benchies merch, like this super awesome fine hat, link in the description as well. Also, if you type exclamation mark March, it'll pop up. For anyone who donated to the stream or became members of the channel during the stream, you're awesome. You help support the content and the content I create and the things I do. I would not be able to do it without your continued support, so I do appreciate that. And for everyone else in chat, you're awesome just for being here. I hope you enjoyed the stream tonight. I hope you learned some stuff. Be safe out there, wash your hands, and cheers. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.